Alright, welcome back to the channel everybody. This is Spam Fried Rice giving you some Thor gameplay. Here I'm just doing a bit of practice in the quick play. And I decided to solo ult Bruce for whatever reason. I just thought it would be a bit funny. Then I saw Namor here bubble and I thought, alright, cool. So pretty easy to dive in then, because the only counter Namor has to Thor is his Gamma Squids, but if he's bubbling then that means I can stun him down pretty quickly. There are rarely any good counters to Thor. The only real counters to Thor are high mobility characters with high damage. So characters like Psylocke and Star-Lord are typically the ones I have the most trouble with. Wolverines, yes, they are good, but sometimes I feel like I can outdamage a Wolverine. I haven't done the math on it, but there have been times where I have been able to outdamage a Wolverine. Most likely because they were probably bad, which is another reason why I feel like I'm not so afraid of Wolverines anymore, is because I realize it's way more about the person playing Wolverine than it is about the character itself. I've had a lot of Wolverines play into me and switch because skill-wise they're just not there yet. A good Wolverine may be able to beat me. At the elos I'm at currently, which is gold, there isn't any good Wolverines that scare me at the moment. And if there are, I will always typically switch, and that's when I switch to my other main, which is Captain America. This was just a really good ult. I'm not sure if you heard it, but the Rocket actually ulted, and just as I said it, I landed on him, and I believe his amplifier was cancelled. His amplifier is crazy now, and the fact that everyone's actually using it, it's insane. I was a huge fan of his amplifier in season 1.5 because as Thor he'd give you a 40% damage boost. And of course for Thor any damage boost is lovely, so there were team wipes, you could walk people down with his amplifier. Now everyone uses it as a defensive ult, which I'm not complaining. All I'm saying is I was a huge fan of his amplifier before season 2. I'm not a season 2 dick rider, I've been with him since day 1. I've loved your amplifier, Rocket. What I don't like in season 2 is the squids though. You can see me here just raging about the squids, and everyone else in the chat is basically agreeing with me about how fucked these Gamma Squids are. They are just annoying because they just melt your health and there's really nothing you can do about it. In this play here, what I love doing against Groot, I don't know why people are so afraid against Groot. I guess as Thor, I just have counters to him, or a play move I can do against him, which is basically just push him into our back line. It's either that, or if I know we have the advantage and or I know I have good heals behind me, I can double Awaken Rune like this and just walk him down. If it wasn't for his Invisible Woman, he would have been melted way before he reached the stairs. It's just insane. Against Thor, again, there are really only a few people that can counter him well, and that is just good high damage DPS characters. A good Iron Fist can beat me, a good Psylocke and a good Star-Lord I have troubles with. Typically I will switch after that. But otherwise, his kit is just insane. Like I dove here, or I was the last one standing in this little team fight here. It's currently a 1v4. The rest of my team is just dead, and I'm still just hard focusing their healer. I get grabbed, but see, that's fine, because every time I use an ability, I get 100 shield. And it's so easy to break LOS and just break people's ankles, like I did there with Emma, because hardly anyone can chase you going up. So you see here, Groot's chasing me, but if I go up, there's nothing he can do, right? Which makes it just so easy. If you die as Thor, it's either they just hard CC or you just played really poorly, and you know, sometimes both things just happen. But here again, I get grabbed in, I get kicked. I have good heals here, so I just walked out, right? But even if I didn't have good heals, I would just break LOS, fall down, and then surge back up, like you'll see me do here in a moment. Here I try to dive, and then their Emma Frost ulted, so I didn't want to get Snow Bunny mind control. So I break LOS and I just jump back up. And then I was able to catch the Psylocke off guard. And that's probably the only time I'll ever be able to kill a Psylocke. Otherwise, they just run away. And see here again, Emma tries to grab me. I just escape up. There's nothing she can do, and she's already given up. She's running away. And then here I was able to get their healer, so yeah, that's a good play. And like I was mentioning before with Thor's counter to Groot, you just bully him around, push him out like this, and there's nothing he can do against you. Thank God his team was there to heal him, and then he ended up having to solo ult me just to win. But that's just the strength of Thor against someone like Groot. Low mobility characters don't stand a chance against Groot. Isolated squishes as well, don't stand a chance against Thor, right? Like she'll run away, but then she's right there, right? So you cannot run into high ground against Thor. He will follow you. And this was the play I was talking about. You fall down and you jump back up, and there's just nothing they can do, right? Again here, break LOS, fall down, wait, and I jump back up and see why I can dive again. Unfortunately for Cloak and Dagger, she was right there. And then with Penny, I used to be a Captain America main until the death of Penny's. Penny's just there, so I learned Thor just because the only way I know I can beat Penny is if I push her out of her nest. Otherwise, she will just heal. So again, even against Penny, there's so many counters to her using Thor. And then just enjoy the scene. Sometimes I really love the community. His awakening wounds too, I rarely use them now just because it's really hard for me to aim. The only time I really use it is if it's in a chokehold and they're just in a straight line, then I just spam it. His movement speed here, you can see, is really coming in clutch. I was able to chase down this Scarlet Witch, so that felt really good at the start of season 2. And here's the play I was talking about, where the only way to beat a Penny is to push her out of her nest where she doesn't get healed, and then just do enough damage against her. That's really the only thing you can do against Penny. These portals too, they're just crazy. The fact that it's actually a thing you can use. I feel like I haven't fully learned any portal techs yet, but I know when I do, it's actually going to be crazy. And this was just a nice little double kill with the ult. The Invisible Woman got away, unfortunately, but that would have been the sickest 3-piece. I ended up getting a 3-piece, but that last kill doesn't really count. That wasn't mine. I just bonked her with my hammer. And against Strange too as well. Thor plays against Strange so good. You'd bully him around and he can't escape from you either. Look, he's just there. There's nothing he can do. It's just, Thor just has so many playstyles you can use depending on the situation that just makes him feel like a god, which he should feel like a god, right? He's so satisfying once you have multiple playstyles you can do. Once you know how to dive, which should be the first thing you learn, and then once you know how to frontline, which is playing around your Awakening Rune and playing around cover, or using your displacement tech to bully and kidnap tanks. And once you learn those main 3 playstyles, right, offense, neutral, and defense, you really start to understand Thor's kit, and that's when the game changed when I started playing Thor. And the one thing I hate about the squids is that I have to commit my Awakening Rune just to get rid of them, because they're just so crazy OP. They just do so much damage, and they just laser target you and melt you away. It's really frustrating, right? One of the rank games I had such a good first round, and then someone switched to Namor, and the squids were up so high, and I wasn't even paying attention at the time, and I just got melted. It was like a laser show. It was so frustrating playing against it, to the point where I'm actually trying to learn Hulk so I can enable my teammates to play Namor if they're Namor mains, because I'm a tank main myself, so I'm trying to learn as many tanks as I can. But man, I hate the Gamma Squid so much. And then here, I just got lagged out. I got disconnected, which sucks so much. So if you're on a PS5 and you ever get disconnected like this, don't quit the game, because you're technically still in the game. What you have to do is you have to go to your settings, and then go to your internet connection and then test connection. Let the connection test run and finish, and if the connection test passes, then you go back to the game, and then you just automatically get reconnected to the game, so to your match, like I did here. So I missed out on the overtime. Thank God my team held it down. And then I missed the first 20 seconds of the second round. And then we were back in it as well. I was back in it, so thank God that worked out. Before I used to quit because I thought I got disconnected entirely. So just don't do that if you're on a PS5, right? Just test your connection and then rejoin the match. You can join in again. See, but the only time I'll awaken Rune, like in this situation, is if I know I have the numbers advantage and I have a team, because with your lack of mobility, it's so easy for you to get kidnapped, especially here they're playing Emma and they're playing Wolverine. It was actually a really poor play for me to awaken Rune. With Venom, I just really wanted to do as much damage as I could and melt him down, because otherwise he'll just get his armor and swing away. So that was the reason why I did it, but looking back, I don't think I should have done that. And then here, me and the Thing just decided to spawn push them here, and I ulted, I think just for the shits. It probably wasn't the best thing to do, but it worked out okay, so I guess I was alright. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, like the video, it really helps out a lot. I'm just trying to get 20 subscribers, so if you haven't subbed already, please do. And thanks for watching. Cheers!